Hello Aquarius, this is your reading for July 2020. Aquarius, it looks like you're coming from a place where sometime in your recent past you were in a situation where whatever group of people you were with, your family or your work or friends, whatever social situation, people were vying to sort of take a position of leadership. And I think the feeling I get is that you just kind of had to let someone else win or let someone else take that position. But that feeling is carrying over into your present mindset. So within you, this sort of warring is happening. And it's making you feel a bit unsettled in that you want something. It looks like from the outside looking in at your life, things are great. You have the security and stability that, especially in the times that we're in right now, looks really good from the outside looking in, but you are feeling pulled between wanting to take action but not really sure of where it's taking you. There's momentum because of this churning inside of you to move forward, but where you're going is not, and maybe it's not in alignment with, if you were to get quiet and just breathe and just let your intuition say what it wants to say to you, I don't know that the actions that you're taking in your life right now align with what your intuition would tell you. I do see you working very hard this work that you're working towards actually does produce, it's producing good things in the world. Again, there's that vision that people have look on the outside looking in, where stability in your life looks good and you are working very hard for it. But what you want, what you really want in your deep inner knowing, it's not being reflected in the work that you're producing. I know that's a hard balance to make, because I mean, we all want stability right now. It's such an uncertain time, and that this seems like the stability that you're creating is a positive thing, especially when everything else feels uncertain. But it is making you quite imbalanced in your ability to take chances, to soften, be soft with yourself and the people around you, because you're not giving yourself that softness. These white cards are the major arcana, and they're the longer term energy. So this is the Strength in reverse, and this is your present condition, and this is the Emperor in reversed in your future. So, you know, I see these cards really about control, and if you exert too much control, it can really lead you to a place where you might wake up years from now, months from now, days, but this feels like years, and think to yourself, this is not the life I wanted to build. So keep working, because it is still something positive that's, you know, it's still a positive energy that you're bringing into your life. But at the same time that you're working this hard, take time to really sit with yourself in a quiet place where you're not disturbed, where you can let your mind wander, breathe deeply, and try to think of the things that, try to hear the voices that maybe you're not hearing when you're in this work mindset, and ask yourself what the world could look like if you were happy in it, if you're truly happy, not in a security sense, but at an emotional level, at a creative level. All the questions that you don't let yourself think about when you're working and you're creating stability in the world. And know that that voice, that intuitive voice, gets stronger the more you listen to it. And it really is, in the way that you grow your world, your home, your family, your friends, as important as those spheres of your life are, this relationship that you have with your intuition, your intuitive voice, will grow. You know, sometimes it leads us down paths that don't take us to the next step, but that's the trust that you have to have with that voice, because the longer you listen to that voice, the deeper that you understand it, you'll see that there are layers to what it's telling you, and that, like any relationship, there's knowledge to be learned that isn't apparent at first step. So really, you know, give yourself time to explore it. And I think if you do, your family, your social relationships actually will start to improve significantly, and they'll begin to feel much more fulfilling, included with any creative ideas, sparks that you have. I think this is I think I've caught you at a really important time, and I hope these messages are helpful. Thank you, Aquarius.